We're at the Oregon Children's Theater. It's a year-round acting academy. They offer theater classes for all levels in acting, improv, musical theater, and also on-camera work. So glad you're with us on Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Ken Ackerman. Well, if you ever watched the popular TV show Glee, you may have noticed a character named Becky. Well, she has Down syndrome. Well, a local group of performers and artists really have taken to her. For more, please welcome Stephen Marc Beaudoin. Stephen, thank you very much for being here.
Thanks, Ken. Happy to be here.
So Becky, tell me a little bit about Becky on Glee.
Well, Becky's a wonderful character on the popular TV show Glee, and she has Down syndrome, and she is a cheerleader on Glee, and she's just a wonderful character. She's really popular at PHAME because we serve adults, young adults and older adults with developmental disabilities like Down syndrome.
Now, what is PHAME?
Yeah, PHAME is an acronym. It stands for Pacific Honored Artists, Musicians, and Entertainers. It's a mouthful. And we are a fine and performing arts academy for adults with developmental disabilities.
When you see these kids with Down syndrome, more times than not in my experience, and maybe you'll prove me wrong here, these are kids that go up to people and say hi, and they're extroverted. I've seen more extroverted, and maybe it's perfect for acting.
Yeah, I think we serve a huge range of ability and disability at PHAME, and we see some students with Downs that are very extroverted and have big personalities and just love to be on stage, and we see folks at the other end of the spectrum as well. So really part of the mission of PHAME is to serve any student that wants to be an artist or a performer, whatever their ability or disability. So we have some folks that are very high functioning, that do have those big personalities and love to be on stage, and folks for whom this is a real stretch and they really have to work at getting on stage and build their confidence to do something like that.
Now, how is it different working with these young adults with Down syndrome than it would be working with others who maybe aren't afflicted with something as that?
Sure, all sorts of different challenges and opportunities, and we really focus on meeting the student where they're at when they come to us. And it means that we have some students that have these savant-like capabilities, especially folks on the autism spectrum that may have perfect pitch or this innate musicality or this amazing sense of rhythm. And so we really want to foster and cultivate that level of talent. And we have some folks that have never had a chance to be on stage. And so our teachers really will focus with them on just kind of the basics of it, whether it's the basics of putting paint on a canvas, the basics of putting words on a page, or the basics of stage right, stage left. It really depends on where they're at in the spectrum, and the teachers really work to meet them where they're at.
And it's not just let's work up to one performance a year. You have a lot of things going on.
We have year-round showcases and performances. We just completed a big regional tour. It's called PHAME, the H is for Honored Tour. We visited 10 communities in 8 days and performed for thousands of audience members. It was a really exciting project. We do recitals, we do art shows, we do cabaret nights. We have a big gala called Sparkle every November. So we're out in the community constantly and partnering with all sorts of interesting artists and arts organizations.
When I was fortunate enough to be involved with PHAME, I remember some of the kids actually performed internationally.
Yeah, in the past, in the 1990s, some of our students did some performances in Europe, went over to Vancouver, BC, so we've gotten out and about many, many times. Right now our focus is on the local Portland metro community and really cultivating our relationship with our backyard communities.
Tell me about some of your students.
So, amazing students. There's a student named Melissa, and Melissa is a great comic actress. She also has cerebral palsy, and she's wheelchair bound. But again, when she comes into PHAME, it's not about what her disability is, it's about what her talent and her ability is. Melissa auditioned for and then was cast in our production of Grease last summer, and that was her first time being in a musical ever, and she played the role of Jan. And she just cut up like nobody's business. She was just so funny. Her timing was spot on. She's got a great voice, and I think Melissa's a perfect example of someone that just thrives in the environment of PHAME.
Tell me about Willy Wonka, because we have a few seconds. I want to get this in as well in June.
Yeah, June 23, 24 at Mount Hood Community College Main Stage Theater. Willy Wonka, you know, really fun, delicious, fantastical musical production. Tickets will be on sale at PHAMEacademy.org.
Well, we appreciate you joining us and sharing with us your experiences, and we want to thank you for being here on Comcast Newsmakers as well. For the crew here at Oregon Children's Theater, I'm Ken Ackerman. Make it a great day.